এই যেই গল্পটা বলবো, এটা হচ্ছে নিজের জীবনে যখন মানুষ প্যাশন আবিষ্কার করে
ওকে।
বা জানতে পারে যে আই অ্যাম প্যাশনেট অ্যাবাউট সামথিং, আই হ্যাভ ট্যালেন্ট, সেই যে মুহূর্তটা হয় সেটা সবসময় স্বাভাবিক হয় না। সেই মুহূর্তটা একটু অ্যাবসার্ড বা একটা এমন রকমের সিচুয়েশন থেকে বেরিয়ে আসে যে মানুষ সত্যি আশ্চর্য হয়ে যায়। সামটাইমস সেলফ ডাউটে থাকে যে এটা যেটা দেখলাম বা এটা যেটা ভাবলাম সেটা কারেক্ট কিনা। তো এরকম একটা গল্প আমি তোমায় বলি, আমার নিজের জীবনের গল্প।
ওকে।
সেটা হচ্ছে when I was around 35,
35.
35, and a big time struggling with my work, lot of things were happening around me. একটা অ্যাগ্রেশন ছিল যে চাকরিতে অনেক ইমপ্রুভ করতে হবে, আগে যেতে হবে। দ্যাট ওয়াজ টেকিং আ লট অফ টোল অন মাই হেলথ। তো ওই রকম একটা সময়, তারপর পারিবারিক কিছু, আমার মায়ের শরীর ভালো ছিল না, সেসব নিয়ে অনেক। তো যাই হোক, সেই সব করাতে একটা ডিস্টার্বিং ফেজ গেছিল ফ্রম 2008 টু অ্যাপ্রক্সিমেটলি 2010, ওই সময় আর কি।
ওকে।
তারপর 2010-এ আমি IBM অ্যাজ অ্যান অর্গানাইজেশন একটা স্পেসিফিক ডিপার্টমেন্টে আমি গুড়গাঁওতে গিয়ে জয়েন করি। ওই সময়কার একটা স্বপ্ন, আমি তখন দুর্গাপুজোর সময় একটা বাংলা নাটক ফিরত এসে দেখে রাত্রিবেলা, খুব ভালো নাটকটা ছিল না, মানে দে ওয়ার স্ট্রাগলিং উইথ দ্য নাটক। এসে আমি রাত্রিবেলা একটা অদ্ভুত ভোররাত্রে একটা অদ্ভুত ভোররাত্রের স্বপ্ন দেখেছি যে একটা বিশাল ফার্ম হাউস আছে আমার, সেখানে আমার স্ত্রী, আমার বাচ্চা বাগানে সকালবেলা গাছে জল দিচ্ছে, খেলছে, আমি ওখানে বসে আছি, চা খাচ্ছি। এরকম সময় হঠাৎ একটা চেঞ্জ ইন ক্লাইমেট।
ওকে।
সেই চেঞ্জ ইন ক্লাইমেটে একটা তুফানের মতো ওঠে, দ্য স্কাই বিকামস ব্ল্যাক অ্যান্ড স্টর্মের মতো, অ্যান্ড দেন আই সি দ্যাট there is a coffin coming out of my door, and there are 4 men carrying that coffin. So I was like shocked. Who has passed out, and I could not believe my eyes. And the wind intensifies, the ঝড় intensifies. এই করতে করতে হঠাৎ কফিনের মুখটা খুলে যায়। খুলে যেতে আই সি দ্যাট আই এম ইনসাইড দ্যাট কফিন লাইং, and it was a shock of my life that I am alive standing here. How can I see myself inside that coffin? And then the lid closes and these 4 guys are taking that my body towards the grave, right? Graveyard, whatever you say. And then I started shouting at the top of my voice that, hey, listen, I'm still here. How can you take away my body? I can't believe it is not my body. And then all a little bit of hysterical feeling came to me, right? And out of that hysteria, the body was taken towards the graveyard, and I started running behind it. And as the faster I was running, it was running faster than me. Those 4 men were running faster than me and carrying my body. And like that, we reached the graveyard, right? And they laid me in the grave. They put me in the grave, and everybody, after festivities or whatever festivities, or they were standing there when the priest prayed and all that
Rituals,
thing. Yeah, did the rituals. Festivities is a wrong word. After the rituals, so they left, and the guy who used to write on the tombstone, he was sitting at one side of my grave, and I was sitting on the other side of the grave. Obviously, nobody could see me. And the man kept on asking to my wife and my child that what should I write on the grave, right, or on the tombstone. And they didn't have any answer, right? Because honestly speaking, there was no achievement at that point in time in my life. They could have said that he worked in Infosys, he worked in this company, that company, like that, but it's not an achievement, right? So many people do that. So it might sound funny, but obviously it's a dream. At that point in time, I wake up in my grave, right? When I was lying inside, I wake up in my grave and I can see God, and I want to crack a conversation with the God, saying that how could you take me away when I have so much of unfinished dreams in my life, unfinished goals in my life, or whatever, right? So he says that you got ample opportunity. You lived for 35 years and you could not do anything. So what more? I said, no, I mean, how could I identify that I got those opportunities? You know, I couldn't identify those opportunities that I got. I would have grabbed onto it. In this conversation, God showed me so many opportunities that I got
Okay.
through the career,
You did not understand.
which I could not understand because of so many prejudices, biases, different kind of value systems. So you tend to ignore those things at that point in time, and then you land up in the grave, right? So I told him that you have to give me another chance. Right? I cannot just pass like this. He said it's not possible. The rule of the earth, the person dies, he cannot go back. Right? So I said, then what's the way out? He said that, okay, I will put your wishes in your child's soul and let him fulfill your wishes. That time I became greedy and I thought that, okay, let it happen that way. So my soul was taken out of my body with all my wishes. Holy water was sprinkled on it, and God said, go inside my son's body. And it went inside my son's body. Then he said that, do you want to see the world one last time before I completely erase your identity from the world? I said, why not? So I stood on my grave, and when I looked towards my son, I saw identical faces which looked like my son. Lakhs and crores of them standing behind him. And in a moment, that spark came to my mind, and I thought that these are those people who are carrying their parents' wishes because the parents could not fulfill their dreams. They did not understand their call. They did not understand their opportunities. They were covered with their core identity, value system, belief system. They were so blindfolded with fulfilling necessities of life. They were distracted. They ignored their goals. They ignored the purpose of their life. So many of them, like us, like me, at that point in time, I thought that these poor kids who are standing outside, they are carrying their wishes. And I thought that what about their own wishes?
Okay.
They would not be able to fulfill their own wishes. They will just keep fulfilling their parents' wishes. But that's not right. And it's not justified for those kids. Right? With this thought, I woke up in the morning. And from then to today, I have ensured that at least I live my passion. I do not know how much I can make a difference with my passion, but I should be able to make an attempt to do that. I should be able to practice it. I should be able to live it. And I should be able to spread that whatever little passion, talent that I have with the world. Right?
Okay.
That has culminated today for me to form a firm called Atmadhruti, which is completely dedicated to empower an individual, cultivate resilience in them, and foster harmony in a way that they become calm and they are able to resonate with their surrounding ecosystem harmoniously. They should understand themselves, and we have built a tool for that. They should understand themselves. They should understand their blockers. They should understand their vulnerabilities and ensure that at a proper time they write their goals and they are able to reach there. I am dedicated to do that, and I feel very calm and composed in myself that at least I found a purpose in me, which is to contribute to the larger society. So that's how the inception of Atmadhruti has happened, right?
Okay.
I hope the story inspires you.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Bye.